Hello everyone, I welcome you all to CSAT master video. In this, we will discuss all the very important things of quantitative aptitude, of reasoning as well, and at last we will read all the RC tricks as well, reading comprehension tricks. So everything will be covered after this, and if you are in the early 50s or early 60s, this video will be enough to help you clear the examination CSAT paper because it is one of the biggest roadblock. So without any further delay, let's start our first topic, that is divisibility rule from 2 to 12. Now this is part of the number system, and number system gives you most number of questions in the CSAT paper. Let's see the rule for 2. So if the last digit is even 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, the number will be divisible by 2. Let's take the example of 7538. The last digit is 8, which is even, so it will be divisible by 2. If it was odd, like 7537, then it will not be divisible by 2. Let's see the rule for 3. So sum of all the digits, if the number is 726, let's add the digits. 7 plus 2, 9 plus 6, 15. 15 is divisible by 3, so the entire number will be divisible by 3. For 4, the last 2 digits should be divisible by 4. So the number, if it is 484, last 2 digits are 84. 84 is divisible by 4? Yes. So if last two digits are divisible by 4, the entire number will be divisible by 4. Let's see for the 5. So if the last digit is either 0 or 5, the number will be always divisible by 5. Like 1035, 940, 1080, anything. For 6, it should be divisible by 2 and 3. You have to first check the divisibility rule of 2, and if it is divisible by 2 only, then only you will go for 3. Okay. So like number is 234. The last digit is even, so it is divisible by 2. For 3, we will add on 2 plus 3 plus 4. 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4, 9. 9 is divisible by 3. Yes. So it will be divisible by 6. Then for 7, it is the simple rule 203. Let's take the number, remove the last digit, that is 3, multiply it by 2, it will become 6. Now minus from the rest of the number, that is minus from this. 20 minus 6 equal to 14. Is 14 divisible by 7? Yes. So the number will be divisible by 7. Then we have for now let's see the divisibility rule of 8. For 8, what will be the rule? Rule will be that the last 3 digits should be divisible by 8. Okay. If the last 3 digits are divisible by 8, then the entire number is divisible by 8. 9, similar, same as 3. Sum of all the digits, if it is divisible by 9, then it is the entire number is divisible by 9. For 10, it should be, the last digit should be 0. It should be 0. Okay. So that is what you need to understand. For 11, the rule is a bit different. Take the number 121. Alternatively, what you have to do is from left to right, subtraction, addition, subtraction, addition. If the number which you got after this is 0 or divisible by 11, then the number is divisible by 11. 121 may first, what we will do, we will subtract 1 minus 2, then addition, so plus 1. So it will come to 0. So if it is 0 or divisible by 11, then the entire number is divisible by 11. And for 12, it should be divisible by 3 and 4. So you will apply first the rule of 3, and then you will apply the rule of 4. So this is what you need to know. Let's move to the next topic, that is cyclicity and remainder. So it is nothing but how the unit digit of these numbers, when they are squared or cubed, follows a pattern that is called as cyclicity rule. So the last digit of power of any number follows a repeating cycle. To find the last digit, we will use this cycle. So for 2, it is 2486, 2486, like this it will go. For 3, it is 3971, 3971. 4 ka power will go 4646. The unit digit will be like this. How? You see now, 2 ka power 1 is 2, 2 ka square is 4, 2 ka cube is 8, 2 ka power 4 is 16, 5 is 32. Again it is repeating, right? 64. So again it is repeating, 2486, 2486, right? It will repeat like this. For 7, it will repeat like 7931. Unit digit will repeat like this in the block of 4. For 8, it will repeat like 8, 4, 2, 6. And for 9, it will go in a 2 ka block, 9, 1, 9, 1. Yes, 9 ka square will be 81. And 9 ka cube will be 729. Again, it will go like this, 9, 1, 9, 1, 9, 1. For unit digit. And why we are doing all of this? What is the reason we are doing this? The reason is such type of question which comes in CSAT. What is the remainder of 3 to the power 2019 divided by 10? अब पहला step what you have to do is that you have to divide 2019 by 4 because जो 3 का power है it repeats in 4 का block. तो 4 से जब you will divide you will get the remainder as 3. That means the third number in the pattern will be the unit digit. What is the pattern of 3 का power? 3 9 7 1 3 9 7 1. So third number क्या है? 7. तो 7 will be the unit digit. और 10 से आप डिवाइड करोगे तो 10 में कंप्लीटली डिवाइड होने के लिए द यूनिट डिजिट शुड बी 0. यहाँ 7 है तो रिमाइंडर विल बी 7. दैट इज द आंसर. तो ऐसे क्वेश्चन जिनमें पावर इज गिवन उनका रिमाइंडर निकालने के लिए वी हैव लर्न दिस मेथड. एवरीथिंग हैज अ पर्पस. नथिंग आई विल ट्राई टू now give which is not helpful for your examination. Okay, now let's see more questions. Let's see these types of question. 85 into 87 into 89 into 95 into 95 into 96 is divided by 100. What will be the remainder? Now to have remainder 0, the product must be divisible by 100. The product must be divisible by 100, right? Will it make 100 or not? Yes, it will make 100. 96 में we have 4, right? 95 में we have 5. That means 5 into 19 if you will do, it has 5, right? 96 का 4 into 24 you will do, it will make 96, right? And when 4 into 25 होगा in any number, it will make 100. And when it will make 100, so the entire number will have the last unit digit as 0. आपको कुछ नहीं करना. In such type of question, you have to see that if some number, some factor of this number, is it making 100 or not? Is it making 100 or not? If it is making 100, then the remainder will be always 0. Okay? That is how you need to solve the question. There is another question which we are seeing in this page. Okay, this you can solve also. This is comparatively easier. I am trying to solve the harder one. Let's see this question. Remainder when 2 to the power 192 is divisible by 6. What will be the remainder? So this is a important question. 2 to the power 192, we know 2 ka power goes in a 4 ka block. So 192 ko first we will divide by 4. So what will come? It will get completely divided. Okay, it will get completely divided. So clearly the fourth number in that series will be the unit digit. So what is the fourth number? 2, 4, 8, 6. 2, 4, 8, 6. 2, 4, 8, 6. Like this it goes. Okay. This is how it goes. Now, if you see 2 का power को जब भी divide by 6, how it goes? 2 divided by 6, remainder will be 2. Then 2 का power 4, the remainder will be 4. 2 का cube 8 divided by 6, the remainder will be 2. 2 का power 4 will be 16, the remainder will be 4. So when 2 का power is divided by 6, it goes in this pattern. 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. So 2 to the power 192, 2 का block में if you will see, this is the second one, right? So remainder will be 4. This is how it goes. In some questions, you will have to apply some different kind of logics as well. Sometimes you have to see the different approach. I'm trying to solve the difficult questions, and thus you have to listen to all of these tricks and methods very closely if you want to understand it. This is the practice test. I will upload this PDF in Karmayogi IAS Telegram channel so that you can solve them. Okay. I am giving you a trick and just apply these tricks on these questions. Now let's see a trailing 0. Trailing 0 in factorial. Okay. So a trailing 0 is created by the pair 2 into 5 equal to 10. Trailing मतलब last वाला 0, nothing else. Okay. हमारे पास एक Legendre's formula भी है which we can apply. But let's first see the simpler method which you all can understand, like 50 factorial. Legendre's formula, if you will apply, then how we will try to solve it? Every trailing 0 will need one pair, right? Either 2 or 5. one pair of 2 and 5. Sorry, one pair of 2 and 5. Right? Now, in any factorial, there are more 2's than 5's. So what we will try to calculate? We will try to calculate more 5 because 2 and 5, when they will be together, then only there will be a 0. So why to calculate 2? We will calculate 5. Without 5, there cannot be 0. So there is one method that you calculate the number of 5's. The Legendre formula says that what you need to do is, if there is a 50 factorial, what we will do? We will divide it by 5. So we got it 10. Now step 2 is all the multiples of 5, like 5 ka power 1, 5 ka square, 5 ka cube, until the number is getting less than 1, we will try to divide it. So pehle 50 divided by 5 ka power 1, that will be 10. Then 50 divided by 5 ka square. So it will be 50 divided by 25. It will be 2. Now 50 divided by 125, it will become less than 1. So we will neglect it. This is the method which you have to apply. So if they are asking you trailing 0 in 50 factorial, it will be 10 plus 2, that is 12. So हमें सिर्फ and सिर्फ we have to concentrate on the number of 5s. और Legendre formula से हमें लगाना कोई भी factorial 100 factorial है. Say for example, इसमें trailing 0 we have to find. What we will do? First 5 से we will divide, right? So 5 से when we will divide, so we will get 20. फिर we will divide 5 का square से 25 से, तो we will get 4. 24 हो गया. Now we will divide by 100 divided by 5 का cube. 125 तो negligible हो जाएगा, तो trailing 0 हो जाएगा 20 plus 4 24. This is what you need to understand. Okay. Let's see the next topic, that is permutation and combination. जब order matter करेगा, when order will matter, like password में order matters, right? If I change my password, the order of alphabets and number, then order will matter. So then we will use the method of permutation, formula of permutation. Coding may be order matters, arrangement of 5 people, order matters. So then we will be using the permutation. When order does not matter, like group selections where it's not mattering, then we will use the combination का formula. जब repetition allowed होगा, then the formula will be n की power r. Okay. Let's see with the question. Since it is difficult, so I don't want to go very deep, but thoda bahut if simple question is coming, you should be able to solve it. At this stage, this is what best we can do. How many 3-digit number from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without repetition can be made? ठीक है? अब without repetition they have said 3 digit. तो पहली digit के लिए we have how many options? 5. अब repetition is not allowed. तो for a second digit, how many options we have? 4. क्योंकि already 1 तो we have used ना here. And for the last digit, how many options we have? 3. Now 2 more numbers we have utilized. Repetition is not allowed, so 5 into 4 into 3 will be the answer. 5 into 4 into 3 equal to 60. 60 will be the answer. Then let's see question number 2. How many 3 letters words from A, B, C, D with repetition allowed? When repetition allowed, simply n to the power r. अब यहाँ पे how many words we have? 4. How many letter words we have to make? 3. So 4 का cube, that is 64. One advice from my side is that learn the square of at least 1 to 15. बहुत help it will do. And cube of 1 to 10. It helps. It will shorten your time taken. Then how many ways can letter of Rajasthan be arranged? Total letters कितने हैं हमारे पास? R, A, J, ठीक है, A, S, T, H, A, N. A यहाँ पे 3 times appear हो रहा है. All other appears once. ठीक है, ऐसे तो total letter 9 है, but A is appearing 3 times, right? Step 3, formula लगाओ. 9 factorial plus A कितनी तरीके से अरेंज हो सकता है? 3 factorial. Okay. Sorry, divided by 3 factorial. Why so? Whenever letter is repeated in words, if they are saying how many ways can letter Rajasthan be arranged, so A तो 3 बार repeat हो रहा है, and if we have to find the answer how many ways it can be done, तो इसका simple formula होता है how many total letters we have? 9 factorial. Repeated letters A 3 times, so उसका factorial. So 9 factorial divided by 3 factorial will be your answer. So letter repeats in a word, divide total n factorial by factorial of each repeated count. अगर यहाँ पे B भी repeat, मान लो if R would have also repeated, जितनी बार repeat होता है ना उसको divide कर देते हैं. that would be your answer. I'm trying to give you as shorter method as, that is why now you will find some unusual methods as well, but they will help you to get marks. At the end of the day, you need to pass the CSAT. Nobody will care how many maths you know. Committee of 3 from 5 men and 4 women, we have to choose, in which at least one should be women. So total way to choose any 3 from 9 people is 9C3. What is it? 9C3. 9C3 में होता है 9 factorial divided by 9 minus 3 का factorial into 3 का factorial. ठीक है? So 9 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 6 factorial. 9C3 लगाएंगे तो 84 आंसर आएगा. But ways with no women, all 3 men, क्योंकि we have to find at least one woman. So हम इसमें we can subtract ना, right? जहाँ पे there is no women. If we subtract, at least बोला है ना, तो there can be 2 women also, 3 women also, all are women also. So what we will subtract from here is, we will subtract when there is no women वाला. No women कैसे हो सकती है? All 3 are men. That is, हम पूरे 4 women को हटा देते हैं. 5 men we have, उसमें से 5C3. So 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 2 factorial. तो 10 आएगा. Now 84 minus 10 करेंगे तो 74 ways आ जाएगा. Understood? How we are doing? First we are finding 9C3. 9C3 लगा के 84 we got. Then ways with no women. All 3 are men. So 5 men है and 3 we have to select. So 5C3 will apply and we will minus it, so we will get the answer. Even if you are not understanding permutation combination more, still थोड़ा बहुत भी formula if you will cram and a little bit you will understand, and one question also you will solve, it is enough for me. चलो speed में आते हैं. तो speed क्या होता है? Distance upon time. And speed into time कर दोगे तो distance आ जाएगा. That is the only formula that you need to apply. And एक थोड़ा सा measurement याद कर लेना. Okay. That is they will do ना kilometer per hour or meter per second. ये conversion you should remember. Okay. 1 kilometer per hour 5 by 18 meter per second. 1 meter per second equal to 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. इससे क्या होगा? Your time taken to solve the question will become lesser. अब relative speed का formula we will try to understand. 2 trains are moving, right, in same direction. One is moving 10 km per hour से, another is moving 5 km per hour से. Relative speed क्या होगा? When they are moving in same direction, that will be subtraction of these two. 10 minus 5. When 2 trains are moving in opposite direction, ठीक है, एक इधर जा रहा है, इधर जा रहा है, and 10 and 5 is their speed. Relative speed will be addition of both. That is 15 kilometers per hour. Okay. This is what you need to know. And when the average speed same distance है both ways में, we will try to understand it with the question, तो ज्यादा समझ आएगा. अभी if I will tell 2s1 s2 divided by s1 plus s2, then you will get confused. Okay? I am assuming that you are not good in mathematics. That is what I am assuming. Okay. If you are good in mathematics, then तो fine, you must be knowing it. चलो क्वेश्चन से समझते हैं. Let's see the first question. 500 meter का race is there. B starts 45 meter ahead of A. ठीक है, but A wins while B is still 35 meter short. Ratio speed of A to B. अब पहले तो देखते हैं distance covered by A. Since he is starting, A is starting from beginning, तो पूरा पूरा covering is 500 meter full race. Distance covered by B, since head start है 45 meter का, so he is not traveling the entire 500 meter, so 500 minus 45. ठीक है, पहले तो ये हो गया. And he is 35 meter short. 35 meter short. So the A has traveled the entire 500 meter, the B has traveled 500 minus 45 minus 35. That is 420 meter. ठीक है, टाइम सेम है क्योंकि दोनों को सेम टाइम दिया गया है. So speed will be distance ratio, because speed equal to distance upon time, right? अब टाइम तो सेम है तो टाइम तो कट जाएगा, तो डिस्टेंस का रेशियो ही स्पीड का रेशियो विल बिकम. सो 500 डिवाइडेड बाय 420, इट विल बिकम आपका 25 रेशियो 21. ठीक है, कैलकुलेशन पे वी डोंट हैव टू फोकस, जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड द मेथड. अब आ जाओ Next question. Cities A and B are 360 km apart. Car goes A to B at 40 km per hour. Returns at 60 km per hour. Average speed क्या होगी? What will be the average speed? Okay. So next, let's see this question. Same distance है both ways. So average speed क्या होगी? Average speed will be हमारा 2 into S1 into S2 divided by S1 plus S2. ठीक है. अब इसमें S1 S2 क्या है? Let's see again. Let's see the question. S1 है 40 किलोमीटर पर आवर, ठीक है, जो स्पीड है एवरेज स्पीड, एंड 60 किलोमीटर पर आवर. जाने की स्पीड इज S1, लौटने की स्पीड, रिटर्निंग स्पीड इज 60 किलोमीटर पर आवर, दैट इज S2. सो वी विल ट्राई टू मल्टीप्लाई 2 into 40 into 60 डिवाइड बाय 40 plus 60. सो 2 into 40 into 60 डिवाइडेड बाय 100. ठीक है, हम 0 से 0 0 0 रिमूव करके विल गेट 48 किलोमीटर पर आवर. ठीक है. कम टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक फटाफट से. परसेंटेज बेसिक है, बस लेट्स सी. क्वेश्चन से समझेंगे इसको. और ये थोड़े से फ्रैक्शंस यू जस्ट रिमेंबर. हाफ इक्वल टू 50%, 1/3 इक्वल टू 33.33%, 1/4 इज इक्वल टू 25%, 1/5 इज इक्वल टू 20%, 1/6 इक्वल टू 16.67. व्हाट हैपेंस इज योर टाइम टेकन टू सॉल्व अ क्वेश्चन बिकम्स लेस. 1/7 इक्वल टू 14.28%, 1/8 इक्वल टू 12.5%, 1/9 इक्वल टू 11.11%. चलो क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. हम तो फॉर्मूला लगाएंगे, वी विल सॉल्व इट थ्रू अ शॉर्टकट. नंबर मिस्टेकनली डिवाइडेड बाय 4 इंस्टेड ऑफ मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 4, परसेंटेज चेंज इन रिजल्ट. मान लो कि नंबर है 0. लेट सपोज द नंबर इज 100. सॉरी, लेट सपोज द नंबर इज 100. नंबर मिस्टेकनली डिवाइडेड बाय 4, तो 100 को मिस्टेकनली भी डिवाइडेड बाय 4, so we got 25. Instead we had to multiply it by 4, so 100 into 4, that should have been the number, right? 400. Now the difference जो हो गया because of that mistake is 400 minus 25, that is 375. Now what is the percentage change in result? Percentage change क्या होगा आपका? So percentage change will be 375 divided by actual number into 100. ठीक है. So we will get 93.75%. This is the percentage change that happened. We don't have to cram so many formulas. Just assume a number. 100 easy है for calculation. That is why we are doing it. और कुछ नहीं है. Let's see this question. ठीक है, तो ज्यादा शॉर्ट में हो गया. चलो लेट्स सी लाइक दिस. 100 रुपीज का कोई भी क्वेश्चन, इफ इट विल कम ना विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द परसेंटेज चेंज इन नंबर, ठीक है, कोई भी, लाइक द नंबर इफ द प्राइस इंक्रीज्ड by 25%, then we have 20% loss. If the price is increased by 10%, then what is the loss? ऐसे any kind of a question में assume the number to be 100 to reduce the time taken. See, the CSAT you all will clear. Time is the main constant. So एक trick होती है, always don't try to use X, Y, Z. The calculation will become longer. Assume number 100. Calculation shorter हो जाएगा. Let's see profit and loss. Profit equal to selling price minus cost price. मतलब 500 rupees में if you have sold a book and 400 is the cost of it, तो 100 is your profit. Loss भी वही वो हो जाएगा. cost price इसमें is bigger than the selling price, so cost price minus selling price equal to loss. Profit percentage will be profit divided by selling price into 100. Loss में loss divided by selling price into 100. Selling price when profit is known, so उसका formula है cost price into 100 plus profit percentage divided by पूरा 100 से. Selling price when loss percentage is known, तो selling price into बस minus हो जाएगा 100 minus loss percentage divided by 100. Cost price when profit is known, यहीं से इसी equation से they are finding. ठीक है, तो वहां पे selling price into 100 divided by 100 plus profit percent, और जब loss होगा तो 100 minus loss percent हो जाएगा. Let's see the question. Car sold for 3 lakh at a loss of 20%. Cost price is what? यहाँ पे what they have given? Selling price they have given. Selling price is your 3 lakh. Loss they have given 20%. What will be the cost price? तो बस ये फॉर्मूले में we will put loss है, तो cost price equal to selling price, that is 3 lakhs. ठीक है, 3 lakh हो गया into हमारा 100 divided by 100 minus loss percentage, that is 20. तो 3 lakh into 100 divided by 80, ये 4 हो गया. and this became 5. वो सब resultant calculation के बाद the number that will come is 3,75,000. ठीक है, just formula लगा के. So if you cram this formula, you will be able to find the answer. Now let's see this question. What percent of water mixed with honey gives 20% gain when sold at a honey's price? ठीक है, यहाँ पे price same रखा है, but they are earning money through dilution. Common practice, right? Common practice in our nation. So how to do it? What percentage of water mixed with honey gives 20% gain? Let honey be 100 ml. ठीक है, let honey be 100 ml. And 100 ml का price let be 100 rupees. Now price 100 rupees ही है. Okay, but we need profit के लिए कि 120 rupees हो जाए. ठीक है, 120 rupees का हमें profit हो जाए 100 ml सेल करते ही. Okay, so water what needs to be added is, if we will add 20% water, then only we will be able to get that margin, right? If 100 rupees का 100 ml है तो 1 rupees का 1 ml, right? So हमें अगर 20 rupees profit करने हैं, that means 20 ml we will add, then only we will be able to gain 20% profit. हम 80 ml ही we will put, 80 ml we will put. So naturally उसका price 80 rupees होना चाहिए, but we are selling in 100 rupees. So 20 rupees we are gaining extra, right? That is 20% of profit. So just assume 100. If you assume 100, your calculation becomes easier. If you are applying X, Y, Z, तो फिर हो गया, फिर तो काम खराब हो जाएगा. Let's see the mixture and alligation. ठीक है, 2 equal glasses, one एक में half and another half 3/4 filled with milk, topped up with water poured together, milk ratio water. ठीक है, assume कि each glass has 1 liter, 1 लीटर. तो ग्लास 1 में मिल्क है हमारा हाफ, वाटर है हाफ. ग्लास 2 में मिल्क है हमारा 3/4, वाटर है 1/4. नाउ टोटल मिल्क कितना हो गया? टोटल मिल्क इज हाफ प्लस 1/4. ओके, टोटल मिल्क हो गया हाफ प्लस हमारा 3/4. ओके, सो दैट विल बिकम 5/4. टोटल वाटर जो है वो रिमेनिंग हो गया, दैट इज 3/4. सो रेशियो ऑफ मिल्क टू वाटर विल बी 5/4 डिवाइडेड बाय 3/4. फिर से देख लो, 2 glasses has 1 half and 3/4 filled with milk. Topped of the water means दोनों water भी है. Poured together, what will be the ratio milk to water? If half is water, now half is milk, then half is water. If 3/4 is milk, 1/4 is water. So water हो गया 1 half plus 1/4. Rest हो गया वो milk हो गया, दोनों को divide कर देंगे तो we'll get the answer. Okay. Another question, 20 liter vessel of A is there. 4 liter is removed, replaced by B. Repeated once more. Final ratio of A ratio B. Okay. So fraction removed each time is 4 liter divided by 20 liter. That is 1/5 we are removing and then replacing by B. Okay. This is what we are doing, right? Repeated once more. Again we are doing that. 1/5 we are removing, right? 20 liter vessel A, 4 liter removed, replaced by B, repeated once more. Final ratio of A ratio B. Okay. So A remaining will be 20 into 1 minus 1/5 का square, क्योंकि we are repeating twice. ठीक है, 20 into 4/5 का square, that will be 20 into 16/25, 12.8 liter. ठीक है, so जो बचा वो B है, because we are replacing it by B. 20 liter of vessel of A is there, 4 liter removed, replaced by B. Again we are repeating the same process. Okay, so what is remaining is B. So 20 minus 12.8 equal to 7.2 liter. This is the formula that we are applying, right? ये formula we have written here. See, यहाँ पे हमने ये formula लगा, we have just applied this formula. ठीक है, बस you have to just find the ratio. If you apply this formula ना, ये formula रट जाओ, you'll get the direct answer. Don't go into nuances and in depth. I am just trying to finish as many formulas and tricks which can help you boost your marks. That's it. ठीक है, एक और question है यहाँ पे. ठीक है, full vessel of water weighs 40 kg, 1/3 filled weight is 20 kg, weight of empty vessel. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे हमने simple equation लगा के we have solved. You just try to solve it first by yourself and then do it as a homework. Don't see a solution. Solution बाद में see. Solution see after trying it. ठीक है, एवरेज में क्या होता है? Sum of all values divided by number of values. न्यू एवरेज का फॉर्मूला है ओल्ड एवरेज ठीक है, प्लस न्यू वैल्यू माइनस ओल्ड एवरेज डिवाइडेड बाय न्यू काउंट। ठीक है, ये फॉर्मूला है टोटल, बट व्हेन वी विल सी द क्वेश्चन देन वी विल अंडरस्टैंड इट। चलो देखते हैं। एवरेज ऑफ 16 इनिंग्स इक्वल टू 30, 17th इनिंग का स्कोर है 70। तो अब हमें एवरेज निकालना, तो व्हाट वी विल डू, पहले वी विल फाइंड द डिफरेंस। डिफरेंस हो गया 70 माइनस 30 इक्वल टू 40। नाउ 40 इज स्प्रेड ओवर ऑल द 17 इनिंग्स, एवरेज है ना। सो 40 डिवाइडेड बाय 17, सॉरी 7, हाँ yes, 40 divided by 17 equal to 2.35, right? दोबारा से, I got confused. Okay, understand it like this. Average of 16 innings equal to 30, 17th inning score equal to 70. So नया the number is 70 and it is adding 40 more than the average जो था। अभी जो 40 more है, it will be spread in all the 17 innings. तो एक में कितना it is adding? 40 divided by 17, that is 2.35. तो नया एवरेज हो जाएगा 30 प्लस 2.35, दैट इज 32.35। लेट्स सी 25 ऑफिसर, एवरेज एज इज 36, न्यू ऑफिसर एज 51 ज्वाइंस। पहले वी विल डू द डिफरेंस, 51 माइनस 36 विल बी 15। ठीक है, अब ये 15 जो है इट विल बी स्प्रेड ओवर 26 ऑफिसर। 25 तो पहले से, तो 1 न्यू वाज एडेड, तो 15 डिवाइडेड बाय 26 इक्वल टू 0.577। तो जो ओल्ड एवरेज था प्लस जस्ट ऐड दिस, दैट विल बी योर आंसर। 36 प्लस 0.577 इक्वल टू 36. हम इसको अगर राउंड ऑफ करें 36.58 हो जाएगा। लेट्स सी डेटा सफिशिएंसी। गिवन अ क्वेश्चन इन टू स्टेटमेंट, डिसाइड व्हिच स्टेटमेंट्स आर सफिशिएंट टू आंसर द क्वेश्चन विदाउट एक्चुअली सॉल्विंग इट। ओके, तो लेट्स सी द क्वेश्चन, उससे वी विल अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द टू डिजिट नंबर। स्पेशली वी डोंट हैव एनी फॉर्मूला फॉर डेटा सफिशिएंसी, राइट? ऑल द अर्लियर मेथड्स दैट वी हैव लर्नड, that only we will use, and maximum time number system से these questions are related. What is the two digit number? Statement 1, sum of digit equal to 9. Statement 2, difference of digit equal to 5. What is the two digit number? Statement 1 alone is sufficient to find the number. Statement 2 alone is sufficient to find the number. Both together sufficient, neither alone, both together not sufficient. Someone, many number will have the sum of digit as 9, right? बहुत सारे number can have sum of the digit as 9. Like you see na, 18, we have 27, okay? We have 45, 36, many will have. And many numbers will have digit difference equal to 5. 16, 27, 38, 49, so many numbers. Together अगर हम इक्वेशन बनाए कि x plus y equal to 9 and x minus y equal to 5, ठीक है? अब यहाँ पे भी अगर हम x plus y equal to 9 और x minus y, तो x equal to दूसरी इक्वेशन से x equal to 5 plus y, x equal to 5 plus y अगर हम डाल दें फर्स्ट इक्वेशन में, तो 5 plus y equal to 9, ठीक है ना? x equal to 5 plus y हमने यहां डाला, तो ये हो गया 5 plus 2y equal to 9, ठीक है? नाउ 9 minus 5, ठीक है, इक्वल टू 4, 2y इज इक्वल टू 4, ठीक है? y कैन हैव 2, ओके? तो इसमें ये हो सकता है कि x इक्वल टू 2, y इक्वल टू 7, x प्लस वाई इक्वल टू 9 में, या फिर y कैन बी 2 एंड x इक्वल टू 7, ठीक है? बोथ द प्रोबेबिलिटी इज देयर, राइट? दोनों इक्वेशन में अगर यहां से यहां सब्स्टिट्यूट करूं तो ये आ जाएगा, यहां से सब्स्टिट्यूट वी विल डू, तो दिस विल कम, राइट? वी हैव सॉल्व्ड इट हियर आल्सो, ठीक है? स्टिल वी विल हैव टू आंसर्स। सो डेफिनेट नहीं आ पाएगा, कैन नॉट डिटरमाइन। इफ यू आर अनेबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द डीप the calculations, no worry, kuch to you will understand, kuch to you will gain, little bit to if you gain, my job is done. Chalo, how many people in the queue wala question? How many people in the queue? Statement 1, Kalika is 5th from front. Statement 2, Kalika is 12th from the back. क्या है? Kalika is 5th from the front. 5th from the front. यहाँ Kalika is from 5th from the front. Statement 2 says that Kalika is 12th from the back. Back से she is 12th. यहाँ से she is 5th. यहाँ से she is 12th. अब अगर we have to find the answer कि Kalika, if we have to, how many people are in the queue, naturally one statement so we cannot find the answer. Kalika is common, right? Kalika is common. So 5 plus 12 minus 1 equal will be the total number. Okay, double count Kalika is happening here. So the answer will be 16. But both are required, both together sufficient, neither alone. So answer will be C. Let's see the question number 16. Average monthly income of A and B. Statement 1 says that A spends 80% of his income. Statement 2 says that B saves 20% and earns 2000 more than A. Naturally, कैसे होगा? ये तो question में कोई correlation ही नहीं आपस में. Now A and B should have a correlation, right, to find the answer. They are independently saying about B and they are independently saying about A. How can we find the average monthly income of A and B? It's not sufficient. When there is no correlation between these two, now in such question the answer will be both together not sufficient. Straight away, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Time is very very important. चलो नंबर सीरीज पे आते हैं. ये रीजनिंग का टॉपिक है. सी कभी भी नंबर्स होंगे ना तो फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू हैव टू डू ना सीरीज में चेक द डिफरेंस फर्स्ट. दैट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू विल डू. डिफरेंस पैटर्न. फिर समटाइम्स व्हाट हैपन इज इट इज द पैटर्न ऑफ स्क्वायर एंड क्यूब. ठीक है, 2 स्क्वायर 2 क्यूब 2 पावर 4. सो इसलिए आई एम सेइंग दैट 1 टू द 1 से लेकर 15 स्क्वायर क्रैम एंड 1 से लेकर 10 क्यूब क्रैम. ठीक है, कई बार इट इज मल्टीप्लाई पैटर्न. ठीक है, लाइक 2 7, तो इट इज 2 into 3 plus 1. नेक्स्ट विल बी 22 7 into 3 plus 1. ठीक है, अल्टरनेट पैटर्न भी हो सकता है लाइक 2 4 3 6. ठीक है, 4 8. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे इफ यू सी 2 सेपरेट पैटर्न्स रनिंग थ्रू अल्टरनेट पोजीशन. ऑड में सी 2 3 4 एक एक ऐड हो रहा है, इधर 2 2 ऐड हो रहा है, 4 6 8. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अल्टरनेटिव पैटर्न. ठीक है, ये सारे यू हैव टू ट्राई इट एंड ट्रायल एंड फाइंड दैट व्हिच वन इज देयर. देन ओनली यू विल बी एबल टू फाइंड द आंसर. दिस इज द बेसिक ओनली. फाइंड x 7 x 21 31 43. So पहले we will try to find the difference. 21 minus 31 minus 21 is 10. 43 minus 31 is 12. यहाँ पे हम देख रहे हैं 10 फिर इंक्रीमेंट 12 हो रहा है. तो क्या पता the previous number would have the difference of 8 and उससे previous number would have difference of 6. Let's apply this in these number. So 7 plus 6 equal to 13. ठीक है, and 13 plus 8 equal to 21. 31 43 satisfy हो गया. So from this we can find that ठीक है difference वाला first वाला pattern we applied and we got the answer. This is rare case. You will have to apply all the permutation and combination and then find the answer. Now we have find x in 2 7 22 67 202 x 1822. Let's see. माइनस में देखते हैं 7 minus 2 5 22 minus 7 15 67 minus 22 equal to 45. कुछ पैटर्न बन नहीं रहा है. एडिशन में देखिए तो +5 +15 +45 अगेन नो पैटर्न. लेट्स सी सम अदर कुछ मल्टीप्लाई सब्ट्रैक्शन कुछ एडिशन. मल्टीप्लिकेशन में विल सी 2 7 22. तो 2 into 3 plus 1 equal to 7. 7 into 3 plus 1 equal to 22. 22 into 3 plus 1 67. 67 into 3 plus 1 equal to 202. 202 into 3 plus 1 equal to 607. 607. तो आपको क्या करना है ना, यहाँ से you try to hit and trial भी you can do. Hit and trial also you can do. Okay. 607 is the answer. इसमें ज्यादा you don't have no formulas. It's all permutation and combination that you apply. अब यहाँ पे 2 okay 2 12 36 80 150 x. ओके, अब यहाँ पे हमें देखना है कि क्या पैटर्न बन रहा है. पैटर्न यहाँ सब्ट्रैक्शन का क्लियरली देयर इज नो पैटर्न. नो पैटर्न. मल्टीप्लिकेशन में भी वी आर अनेबल टू फाइंड एनी पैटर्न. द पैटर्न इज हियर इज नंबर से स्टार्ट करो. 1 का स्क्वायर प्लस 1 इक्वल टू 2. 2 का स्क्वायर प्लस 2. ओके, ऐसा कुछ बन रहा है क्या? नहीं. देन स्क्वायर प्लस क्यूब देखते हैं. 1 का स्क्वायर प्लस 1 का क्यूब 2. 2 का स्क्वायर प्लस 2 का क्यूब. 2 का स्क्वायर हो गया प्लस 2 का क्यूब इज 4 प्लस 8 12. ठीक है, आगे देखते हैं. लेट टेस्ट. 3 का स्क्वायर प्लस 3 का क्यूब तो 9 प्लस 27 36. देन वी विल ट्राई 80 में. चलो देखते हैं ये भी सेटिस्फाई होता है कि नहीं. 4 स्क्वायर प्लस 4 का क्यूब तो 16 प्लस 64 80. इट इज गेटिंग सेटिस्फाइड. 5 का स्क्वायर प्लस 5 का क्यूब 150. 6 का स्क्वायर प्लस 6 का क्यूब. 6 का स्क्वायर हो गया 36. 6 का क्यूब हो गया 260. दोनों को ऐड करेंगे 252 इज द करेक्ट आंसर. चलो नेक्स्ट देखते हैं. ऑर्डर एंड रैंकिंग है ना. this is the formula that you can cram total same person from both the sides, so left rank plus right rank minus 1, जो we had seen Kalika का question. Rank from the other side, so total minus given rank plus 1. People between two person no overlap, total minus rank 1 plus rank 2. People between with overlap, rank 1 plus rank 2 minus total plus 2. Maximum total के लिए n people between A and B, rank 1 plus rank 2 plus n. Minimum total n people between A and B, rank 1 plus rank 2 minus n plus 2. ये formulas है that you have to apply. These are the sufficient formulas. Example देखते हैं. प्रतीक is 22nd from top, 27th from the bottom. तो ये तो सिंपल है. Total same person from both the sides. We don't have any kind of difference. So 22 plus 27, left rank plus right rank minus 1. 22 plus 27 minus 1 equal to 48. That will be the answer. Reena, 15th from top, 9 from the bottom. Same लग जाएगा. 15 plus 9 minus 1. 10th from the front, 17 from the back. 10 plus 17 minus 1. Now swap problems. यहाँ difficulty आएगी. Ram 10th from left, Shyam 15th from right. After swap, Ram is 12th from left. So step 1 first we have to find. That is total number कितने हैं. तो Ram's new left position plus Shyam's original right position minus 1. So Ram का new left position is 12th from the left. ठीक है. And Shyam's original right position is 15 from the right minus 1 equal to 26. ठीक है. This is what we can find. Now, after swap, Shyam occupies Ram's old position, that is 10th from the left. So Shyam's new right position will be 26 minus 10 plus 1. ये फॉर्मूला है, राइट. करना क्या है कि टोटल नंबर निकालने के लिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल Ram's new left position that is 12, new position whatever will be there, and Shyam's original right position minus 1 से टोटल नंबर आ जाएगा. After swap, Shyam occupies Ram's old position that is 10th from the left. Total number we know, so 26 minus 10 plus 1 equal to 7. Okay. So Shyam's new right position is 17. This is the formula that you have to apply. Swap में this is the method that you have to apply. Cram कर लो. Don't go deep. I can go deep into it, but that's not required and that's not possible now. अभी odd one out होते हैं. Odd one out is that some currency will be there. उसमें city will be mentioned. Gold ornament, cloth, garment, anything can be there. Odd one out. You have to find something which doesn't have the same kind of relationship. Odd numbers होंगे उसमें even number they will put up. Pairs में relation same होगा. एक pair में there will won't be the same relation. So this kind of a question also they can ask you. Direction and distance में देखो the funda which we have, let's learn it very very quickly. Don't spend too much of the time. Don't spend too much of the time. Don't waste too much of the time. Let's see quickly. Concept है turn left. Okay. Rotate 90% anti-clockwise. जब हम बोलें clockwise and anti-clockwise क्या होता है? This is clock. Clock moves like this, right? Anti-clock क्या होगा? Like this, उल्टी घड़ी. Okay. 90% anti-clockwise. 90 degree anti-clockwise. 90 degree क्या होता है? This is 90 degree, right? So turn अगर left करना यहाँ पे if a person is and 90 degree anti-clockwise we move, तो ये होगा ना this direction. 90 degree यहाँ से क्या है? ये है ना? Okay. 90 degree anti-clockwise. That is turning left. Turning right, rotating 90% clockwise. फटाफट रट लो. That's it. Turn back, U-turn, rotate 180 degree. 180 degree if you will turn, so this is a U-turn. Yeah, that means if you are seeing northwise and now you want to see southwise, you are turning the back. So 180 degree you have moved. Okay. And clockwise, anti-clockwise, just understand it. That you need to understand and angles. ठीक है, ये एंगल होते ना 90 डिग्री मूव करोगे तो यहाँ आ जाओगे 180 डिग्री 270 डिग्री एंड 360 डिग्री दैट इज व्हाट यू नीड टू नो. ओके, दिस इज व्हाट यू नीड टू नो. लेट्स सी द क्वेश्चन. एक क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. x and y run together 50 meter, y turns right 60 meter, y turns left 40 meter, x turns left 50 meter, y turns right 50 meter, distance between them. कुछ नहीं है. Always make diagrams and then these question will be easy. तो x and y पहले they together moved 50 meter. ठीक है, कोई भी डायरेक्शन यू कैन चूज. x टर्न्स राइट 60 मीटर. x यहां से चला गया 60 मीटर राइट की तरफ. y टर्न्स लेफ्ट 40 मीटर, तो y टर्न 40 मीटर लेफ्ट. नाउ x टर्न्स यहां से लेफ्ट 50 मीटर. लेफ्ट 50 मीटर ये हो गया 50 मीटर. ठीक है, नाउ x इज हियर. ठीक है, नाउ y टर्न्स राइट 50 मीटर. यहां से y इज टर्निंग राइट. तो y का राइट ये हुआ है ना. y का right is this, and यहाँ से there y 50 मीटर है तो यहाँ पहुंच गया. Now distance between them, what is the distance between them? तो यहाँ से यहाँ था 40 मीटर, यहाँ से यहाँ था 60 मीटर, तो 40 मीटर plus 60 मीटर equal to 100. यहाँ से यहाँ, okay, now they are on the same point, right? This is the only difference. So 40 plus 60 equal to 100 meter. ऐसे they can ask you the directions as well. ठीक है, बस you have to just understand the degree. Degree ये है ना, 90 डिग्री फ्यूजल से तो यहाँ पे आ गया, ठीक है, 180 डिग्री में यहाँ आ गया, 270 डिग्री यहाँ आ गया, ठीक है. दिस इज व्हाट दे यू हैव टू डू. एंड डायरेक्शन की पहचान. दिस इज नॉर्थ, दिस इज नॉर्थ ईस्ट, दिस इज नॉर्थ वेस्ट, दिस इज योर ईस्ट, दिस इज योर वेस्ट. Okay, this you need to know. South, east, southwest. That these all are the direction. If this you know, then it's more than enough. Okay. Then reading comprehension, tricks and strategy. I will give you a very important method. If you apply this method, your time will be saved and your accuracy will be also very high. Okay. Let's learn reading comprehension tricks. These are tricks or rather methodology. If this method you will use while solving reading comprehension, your accuracy will increase and the time taken to solve a passage will also reduce. If you are very weak in English, you have to prioritize the right type of passage. Right type means the easiest one. The easiest one is the passage which is asking you theme, main idea, title of the passage, crux, closest view or meaning, summary, central focus, essential message, sums up, implied. Why it is easy to find? Because in the entire passage, the same argument will be reiterated or repeated again and again. That is the central message, and it is the easiest thing to find out. Compared to other types of passages where you have to find the hidden belief, where you have to find the logical flow, those are comparatively difficult. But main idea, title of the passage, crux, if you are reading, you will be able to, in one reading only, you will be able to find out. So, if you are weak in English, try to attempt these types of passages. Theme, main idea, title, crux, closest view, summary, central focus, essential message, sums up, implied. And if you are solving CSAT in 2 iteration, in the first iteration, try to solve passages, type 1 passages, having these kinds of keywords written. Those are comparatively easier. Now, the second thing that you have to keep in mind is that you have to read the options before the passage. So, like, you will first read the options. This is the question, this is the passage. You will first read the questions. How it helps? It helps you to focus on what the question is trying to extract from the passage. So your focus now becomes directional. And when you are reading the passage, you know what you have to extract. Secondly, you can eliminate options as well. You can eliminate options using the simple methods that I will teach you in this class. You can eliminate 1 or 2 options. That will again make your work easy. And then you have to speed read the passage. What is speed reading? Speed reading is where when I'm reading the passage, I will not focus on any fact, figure, name, or place, because those are not very important. Those are not important to find out the answer here. It is not like general study. Don't kill your time by reading in the same manner how you read a general study question. Otherwise, what will happen is you will lose time. And time is very important in CSAT. Then you will be able to arrive at the answer. So you have to go in a reverse direction. First, you have to read the question. That will help you to eliminate as well as understand that what the passage is demanding. Your vision becomes tunnel vision. And it becomes easier to find the correct answer. So that you need to understand. Now, the another thing which is very important is focus on balance and logic. While you are choosing any option, if you are confused between 2 options, logical interpretation, balanced reasoning, and moderate viewpoints are generally correct. Generally, the extreme options are incorrect, provided the option that is given is connected to the passage. What is seemingly correct cannot be the answer. It has to be given in the passage also. But you can eliminate extremely prejudiced statements. 99% of the time, these are not correct. Narrow statements, these are not correct. Because the UPSC is taking reading comprehension from a very good quality sources. And they are not there to give statements and passages which will be narrow, which will pass the judgment, prejudiced. So majority of the time, those statements, those options will be incorrect. After you follow this approach or this method, your accuracy will enhance, your time taken for an individual passage will reduce, and you can solve more questions. It will also give you more time for reading, for a quantitative aptitude, more time for reasoning. That is how you will be able to solve more number of questions, score more number of marks. So core strategy in one line is read the option first, identify the demand of question, speed read the passage, don't focus on facts, don't focus on figures, and eliminate extreme options systematically so that your work is becoming easier. When we will try to solve the passage, we will be able to better understand it. So let's see now the type 1 kind of passage. That is theme, main idea, title, crux, closest view, meaning, summary, central focus, essential message, sums up, implied. So this is the passage. What we will do? We will first read the option. Which one of the following statements best reflect the most logical and rational message conveyed by the author of the passage? Option A is adaptation to climate change and mitigation response are basically the responsibilities of the government. It is a very narrow statement. So possibility or probability of being option A as correct will be lesser. Option B is climate change causes a change in government policies regarding land use pattern in the country. Okay. Option C is risk perception of farmers are important for motivating them to take adaptation decisions. And option D is since mitigation is not possible, government should come up with policies for quick response to climate change. Again, a sweeping generalization, narrow statements, and such statements, the probability of such statements being correct is very, very low. A and D we will try to eliminate. Now we are left with option B and C. Let's speed read the passage. In India, majority of farmers are marginal and small, less educated, and possess low adaptive capability to climate change. Clearly, they are talking about farmers. Perhaps because of credit and other constant, so one cannot expect autonomous adaptation to climate change. Even if it was possible, it would not be sufficient to offset losses from climate change. To deal with this, adaptation to climate change is paramount alongside a fast mitigation response. Another solution is to have planned or policy-driven adaptation, which would require the government to come up with policy recommendation. Perception is necessary. They're talking about perception is necessary prerequisite for adaptation. Whether farmers adapt agricultural practices to climate change depend on whether they perceive it or not. However, this alone is not always sufficient for adaptation. It is important how a farmer perceives the risk associated with climate change. Clearly, between option B and C, risk perception of farmers are important for motivating them to take adaptation decision. They are talking about the perceiving and how farmers are feeling about it. And they're reiterating this argument again and again. They're not talking about land use patterns, etc. So the correct option will be option C. That is the way you will improve your accuracy as well and your time taken. It helps to solve the question because you have to solve minimum number of 45 questions. Those videos that they are iterating that 35 questions is something which is sufficient. This is the method which will lead you to borderline marks. 45 we have to attempt. 14 questions in passage we can easily solve with this method. If your passage is not, your English command is not very good. Now the second type which scares you, that is assumption. You must have seen the Hindu article and Indian Express article. Same thing, if they are talking about, say, for example, a legislation or poverty in India, the editorial in Hindu and the editorial in Indian Express or Times of India will have difference on the same topic. What is the difference? The difference is the belief, the assumption, the hidden belief that they have made. If the article comes in Hindu, there is a huge probability that they will talk more and more about the structural inequality. If the article is coming, say, for example, in Times of India, they will not just talk about the structural inequality. They might talk about a cultural angle as well. Now, the same topic will have different kinds of write-up because of the hidden belief. So in this passage also, if something is written, there is a hidden belief that the central hidden belief, if you take away that, the entire passage, the entire argument will fall. Because of that belief, that entire passage is standing. So assumption is something the author is believing to true, but not saying directly. But that entire passage stands on that belief. Now let's see this question. First, we will try to see the question and the statements, and then we will speed read the passage. Based on the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. Statement 1, collection, processing and segregation of municipal waste should be with the government agencies. Now, this seems to be a very narrow statement. We need collaborations of different agencies, and that's not possible that everything will be done by government. Statement 2 is resource recovery and recycling require technological inputs that can be best handled by private sector enterprises. Again, it's a narrow statement. We need collaboration. By reading the options itself, I am believing that the answer should be D, neither one nor two. But we will speed read the passage. In India, the segregation of municipal waste at source is rare. Recycling is mostly handled by the informal sector. More than 3/4 of the municipal budget goes into collection and transportation, leaving very little of processing, resource recovery, and disposal. What does waste to energy fit into all this? Ideally, it fits in the chain after segregation between wet waste and the rest, collection, recycling, and before reaching the landfill. Which technology is most appropriate in converting waste to energy depends on what is in the waste. Is it biodegradable or non-biodegradable? And its calorific value. The biodegradable component of India's municipal solid waste is little over 50%. And biomethanation offers a major solution for processing this. So what they are talking about is that you are talking about waste to energy, etc., lofty grounds. But the hidden belief of the author is that first everything will fall down if we are not segregating waste in a proper manner. That's very important. All the other things will not give you fruits until that part is done correct. And majority of that is done by informal sector. So that is why it's not properly handled, managed in a proper way. And people also don't have that much of knowledge with respect to what kind of waste and segregation at source, even after having schemes, is still not there. And it is also talking about the biodegradable component. If it is segregated, it has the contribution of little over 50%. And then we can use techniques like biomethanation. But until we are segregating at source, all the other things will fall down. That's the hidden belief. That's very important. That's a part of the author's belief system. So if something was written which was talking about that, then it might have been correct. But if you see the statement 1 and statement 2, both are not talking about anything related to it. So option D, neither 1 nor 2 will be correct. Now we have type 3, that is implication. What is implication? Implication means what logically follow from what is given in the passage, logically. And the relationship here may not be very strong. We have a similar word called as corollary. Corollary also is what is following after the passage. But the relationship between the passage and what is following is much stronger in corollary compared to implication. Both are very similar things. But corollary mein what must follow? Here what can follow? इस passage को पढ़ने के बाद what will follow? Logically, not illogically. So something which is related to passage, not something which is reiterated again and again. What is reiterated again and again will be your central idea, your theme of the passage, not the implication. It is what will follow logically next. That is your implication. So we will try to first read the question. Question is, which one of the following is the most important implication of the passage? Option A, India can have territorial claims in the Arctic territory and free access to its resources. Okay. Option B, melting of summer ice in the Arctic leads to change in geopolitics. Okay. Option C, the Arctic region will solve the world's future problem of resource crunch. And option D, the Arctic region has more resources than Antarctica. Okay, let's speed read the passage. The Arctic vast reserves of fossil fuels, fish and minerals are now accessible for longer period in year. But unlike Antarctica, which is protected from exploitation by the Antarctic Treaty framed during the Cold War and is not subject to territorial claims by any country, there is no legal regime protecting the Arctic from industrialization, especially at a time when the world craves for more and more resources. And we have wars because of it. The distinct possibility of ice-free summer has prompted countries with Arctic coastline to scramble for great chunks of the melting ocean. Clearly, it is talking about the pattern of competition between different countries because we do not have any kind of proper treaty now to manage it. So it's clearly talking about geopolitics. Now, India can have territorial claims in Arctic territory and free access to its resources is not naturally flowing from this argument, and they have not talked about it. Option B, melting of summer ice in the Arctic leads to change in the geopolitics is something which is related. They're talking about geopolitics. They're also talking about that how it is now more available because it is now accessible for a longer period in a year. Option C, the Arctic region will solve the world's future problem of resource crunch. It's not something which is naturally flowing, and the passage is not focusing on it. Option D, the Arctic region has more resources than Antarctica. This is not even talked about in the passage. They are talking about the regulation aspect. So option B, melting of summer ice in the Arctic leads to change in the geopolitics is correct. Now corollary, so it is what must follow. Here, even the loose relationship, if it is there, it will be correct. But corollary, strong relationship should be there. Now let's read the question. Which among the following is the most logical corollary? Option A, launching more welfare schemes and allocating more finances is urgently needed. Okay. Option B, efforts should be made to push growth by other means and provide license to the poor. Okay. Option C, greater transparency in government functioning and promoting financial inclusions are needed. And option D, we should focus more on manufacturing than services. Okay. Let's speed read. Crony capitalism. So the starting itself is from how we are managing the governance, kills transparency and competition, harming free enterprises, opportunity, and economic growth. So it involves favoring the rich and influential through allocation of resources and license in exchange for payoffs. It creates oligarchies and poses a major threat to growth, especially in developing economies like India, leading to the middle income trap. Option A is talking about more welfare schemes, nowhere discussed, gone. Option B, effort should be made to push growth by other means and provide license to the poor, no. Greater transparency, here they have started from transparency itself in government functioning and promoting financial inclusions are needed because they want that the resource are not something which should be cornered by the rich and influential people. This is reiterated and discussed in the passage and logically it follows because it is providing kind of a solution. Option D, we should focus more on manufacturing than services. Nowhere discussed in the passage. So option C will be correct. Now type 5 is inference. So if you read Lakshmikant, and if you read Lakshmikant, you read about judicial, you read about so many things. Many things are not directly written in the constitution. We infer from it. That is reading between the lines. It is something which is not written in the passage. But it is not beyond the passage. It is within the passage, but directly not stated. It is not directly written. But meaning is coming from the passage itself. That is inference. Let's read the question. Which one of the following is the most logical and rational inference that can be made from the above passage? Option A, India's commitment to reduce emissions by 33% is unlikely to be achieved. So it seems negative and probability of becoming it correct is low. Option B, India should impose gas rather than invest in renewable energy resources. Again, a very narrow statement. Option C, getting renewable resources to market too soon may be costly, can be correct. Option D, India should put in more efforts in the exploration of natural gas. Now, speed read the passage. India has tremendous potential for solar energy. We all realize that we have to stop burning fossil fuels to meet our energy needs. But certain renewable resources are still going through their cost curves and learning curves to get the required amount of output. The Indian government has strongly committed to its target of reducing emissions by 33% by 2030. And towards this, it has initiated a strong push towards a gas-based economy and has also invested heavily in renewable energy. However, business houses are wary of investing too heavily in renewable energy at a time when the technology is not yet ready. They are clearly talking about they are wary because technology is not ready, not yet ready. So getting renewable resources to market too soon may be costly. That is something which is logically flowing. They are nowhere talking about exploration of natural gas. Nowhere they are talking about we should import gas rather than invest in renewable resources. Nowhere they are talking about India's commitment to reduce emission by 33% is unlikely to be achieved. They are talking about the adaptation of renewable energy and how it can become difficult because initial investment, etc., is required is more. And that is reiterated here. Logically, if you see, this is something which is there, which is hidden. Okay, it is there in the passage. Now let's revise the types of passages. So how you have to solve the question? If you are weak in reading comprehension, you have to choose the type 1. Why type 1? Because that is easier to find. Main idea, title of the passage, crux, closest view, meaning, summary, center focus, essential message, sums up, implied. Secondly, you have to first read the question. Read the question, try to eliminate a few extreme and narrow statements, and it will give you a tunnel vision. You will be knowing what you need to find out from the passage, what exactly you have to find out from the passage. And speed read. Don't worry about 1/3, 90%, 100%, name, capital, just speed read. And then come to the option. This will help you to find the correct answer. Theme, main idea, title of the passage, type 1, which is crux, closest view, summary, central focus, essential message, sums up, implied, is the easiest to find the correct answer because the argument will be repeated again and again. It is the central argument. So it is easiest. The assumption is the hidden belief. It is not directly written, but that belief is giving all the support. It is like a pillar of the house. The type 3 is implication. So what can follow logically from the passage? Your next type is corollary, which is what must follow. The relationship has to be strong. Type 5 is something, inference, which is not written in the passage, not directly stated. It is reading between the lines, but it is not beyond the passage. So something which is not discussed in the passage will not be your answer. Okay, so that is something which you need to know.